You already know the taste of the call, don't you? That quiet, stubborn whisper that says, fuck this grey, heavy, serious bullshit. There's more colour in me than this. It's been tugging at your sleeve since you were 5, laughing so hard you fell off the swing, and some grown-up told you to act your age. That was the first moment that the world handed you the cloak of misery and called it maturity. But the call never left. It just got louder every time life kicked you in the teeth. You still found a way to smirk. This is your hero's journey. Not the Disney version. The raw version. And now you're standing at the edge of the ordinary world that feels anything but ordinary. It feels like a cage made of shoulds and don'ts, and people will think I'm too much. You hear the call, and immediately the old voice screams. If I shine, they'll shoot arrows. If you laugh too loud, they'll call you foolish. If you have fun while the world burns, you're an asshole. And for a long time that worked. You stayed small, safe, numb. You wore the armour of low-key misery, like it was designer. But armour gets heavy. It rusts. It pinches. It slowly crushes the lungs that want to grow. I'm not here with fluffy love and light platitudes. I'm the cranky cosmic dad who grabs you by the collar and says, listen up, suffering doesn't make you holy. It just makes you suffer. Joy isn't betrayal of the pain. It's the goddamn antidote. You already did this once, remember? That day your dog died and you cried all morning, and then, without warning, you started laughing at some stupid memory of him stealing socks. And for 1 second, the grief didn't vanish. It just had room to breathe. That was you instinctively polarity switching the nervous system like a ninja. One day you decide, fuck it. You put on the ridiculous song. You dance in the kitchen like no one's watching, because nobody is. You tell the joke that makes you cringe with how silly it is, and the sky doesn't fall. A couple of people might side-eye. Most don't notice. But your vagus nerve lights up like a Christmas tree. Cortisol drops, dopamine spikes, and suddenly the day has elbow room again. The tests are small at first. Cracking a dark joke at the office when everyone's doom scrolling. Wearing the bright shirt that isn't professional. Posting the meme that makes you snort laugh at 2 a.m. Some allies show up. People who feel permission to lighten the fuck up because you did it first. Some enemies appear, usually the ones still addicted to their own misery, and they'll try to drag you back into the crab bucket. You expected fire and brimstone. Mostly you got eye rolls and the occasional you've changed. Good changing is the whole point. Here is the big boss fight, the ancient belief. I don't deserve joy until everything's fixed. You walk straight into that cave carrying nothing but a grin. You look that dragon in the eye and say, bitch, you were a paper dragon the whole time. Because every time you've been happy anyway, the world didn't end. You still paid the bills. You still showed up. You just did it with lighter bones. The darkest moment is when joy feels like betrayal. Someone you love is hurting, and you catch yourself laughing at a text 10 minutes later, and the guilt tsunami hits. That's the ordeal. You sit in it. You let the guilt wash over you, and then you notice your laughter didn't cancel their pain. It just proved pain isn't the only frequency available. You survive the ordeal by refusing to make an enemy of your own aliveness. After the ordeal, something shifts inside your actual neurology. The predictive coding in your brain updates. Joy equals danger becomes joy is a survival upgrade. Your resting heart rate drops, sleep gets deeper, intuition sharpens because the static of chronic cortisol is gone. You start hearing the quiet nudges again. Those psychic hits you used to call random coincidences. That's the treasure. Your spiritual gifts switching back online because you stop punishing yourself for being alive. Now the world tries to pull you back into the old story. Deadlines, bad news, assholes. But you've tasted something truer. So you bring the treasure with you. You seed tiny pockets of play everywhere. A silly voice note, a dance break in the parking lot. Telling the truth with a punchline instead of a sermon. This is the final test, choosing joy when it's hardest. When the diagnosis comes, when the breakup hits, when the bank account laughs at you, you resurrect every time you refuse to let the moment steal your frequency. Not by denying reality, by expanding it until there's room for both the pain and the pulse of life underneath it. That's the laughing warrior dying and being reborn 1,000 times a day. And now you walk around, literally radiating a different field. People don't know why they feel lighter near you. They just do. Your laughter's a tuning fork. Your play, it's contagious medicine. You're not saving the world by suffering louder. You're saving it by proving joy is still a valid operating system. If you keep hiding the joy, neuroscience says chronic cortisol shrinks your hippocampus, fogs memory, kills sex drive, ages you faster. Spiritually, you stay stuck in the karma of I'll be happy when, which is the slowest way to guarantee when never comes. You calcify, you teach everyone around you that misery is the mature choice. You die with the music still stuck in your bones. If you start choosing it now, today, in tiny defined doses, your vagal tone climbs. Your immune system throws a party. Your intuition goes high def. Synchronicities start stalking you like love-drunk puppies. You upgrade the entire field just by refusing to outsource your frequency to the external shitstorm. So take the cloak of misery off. It was never yours to begin with. Burn it for warmth. Dance around the fire naked if you have to. Because the prophecy was never the world gets fixed and then you get to laugh. The prophecy, it's some crazy bastard starts laughing anyway. And the world remembers it has a choice. You're one of those crazy bastards. Always were. Time to stop pretending otherwise. Now go make a fool of yourself on purpose. The universe is waiting for the punchline, and it's a good one.